Hi there, Yang here, and today we are going to use the character swap component into a project. So we're going to start preparing everything. I will be doing it directly in the program, or later the project itself, and then later once I got my characters into my project, I will do the migration. But you can directly migrate it into your project and follow along with the steps we are going to do. So to get the file, you have two options. You can go to the playlist, the first overview video, where we have the guide, like I say in the previous video, and we have the download file, or you can go to Discord and go to the upload and tutorial section, and then you can find it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I pinned it. Yeah, I pinned it. So okay. Oh no, don't remove. Okay, so leave this for what it is. I already did it because I was a little bit too quick when moving my project. I already opened it, so I had to stop recording and do everything. So you download it, then this can close. Then in my instance, it's in the base projects backup. Then I got it here. You unzip it. So what I did I already do it, or I need to quickly do it again? Hold on a sec. Yeah, I need to do it. Hold on. So, but now I need to wait. Backups. This one, copy. Leave that one over there. Then this one, and then paste it over here. But leave it like this. Now, what I'm gonna already do, I'm gonna go to FOB. So I need my FOB open. Otherwise, for some strange reason, when I'm recording and I want to go back to my library, it looping in the login screen. I want characters where I know that I have some custom materials that we can show everything. That is the main reason. So I know my old lady, this one, this one I think also, and then my hippie lady I now have custom characters. This one or in the pack, that were the free ones I added, so you directly can see how it's working. Okay, let's quickly verify that I don't open my project too fast. Okay, no, it looks like everything is moved. I'm gonna open it. That he knows where the project is. And now, I already see something. He closed my fob. Oh, let's hope I can open a backup on the. Otherwise, I need to do it through the old library. Fingers crossed. Oh, he did it. Okay, perfect. So I say I want to have. Take first my old lady. This one. Uh, this is the one, and this is the backup. Yeah. Okay. So this one. This one I need. Yep. Then this one. Oh, come on. And this one. Add. First one. Project. Yeah. Add. Then I want to also. Where is the other one? This one. Yep. This one. Add it. And I will also want. Oh, it's pretty fast today again. Okay, let it do. Then this is the project, and we just start in the map. I'm not gonna focus on the player selection part at this point. I'm only going to import characters prepare the character so we can start building them in the data tables. So hold on, this is done, and then I need to have this one. Yeah, this one I want also. We can also add more later, huh? But this is only to show you what the flow would be to prepare the characters and then to set everything up in your own project. Huh? One, two, okay, let it do, that's good. Close this. This can be minimized. This can be minimized. This can close. This can close also. And we only need to have our project now. Content browser. What we first going to do is let them load in. So at this point, how far are we in the downloads? It's everything done. Okay, so we have everything. I'm using at this point, if you have trouble and you don't have a rig in your project, so what you need to do, sorry, there's a frog in my throat. Add feature or content pack, then you just add the third person. It's only to have the folder of the characters, huh? If you don't have them, huh? So then you will have the characters, then you will have like the rig and everything, huh? Okay, so that is that. Now, what I'm going to do first is I need to check something. No, I used the character. So I'm gonna focus on the Unreal 5 skeleton at the moment. So I'm gonna use this one, and then we open this one. We open this one. We put it over here. And now this one, leave it. Open another one. I'm gonna start with Jessica. Jessica. Then I'm gonna open this one because every project and animation asset and everything has a skeleton, and normally everything is done on the Unreal skeleton. So you have 10 characters, 10 skeletons, but basically it's all using one and the same skeleton, let me say. Then it's perfectly possible that you can go into the models and reference to the skeleton, in this case this one I'm gonna use, so maybe to not make confusion, it's maybe best is this characters. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is press F2 and I'm gonna just prefix this one main, I'm gonna call, then we know that it do, that we don't make mistakes because otherwise everything is with the same naming. And then when you do big modifications, always update the directors. Very important. Otherwise you could up having broken references and everything. Okay, here we go again. So we did it. Characters, mannequin, meshes, the main. Okay, main. All right. I'm interested in the bones at the moment. What do we got? Let me see. Okay, and then this one, Jessica. Jessica, we're gonna open. And then do the same thing. Gonna quickly move this to the other screen that I can compare. It's very important to compare the bones at this stage. So we have like D-set and interaction is in the part. Yeah, okay, then we start pelvis. Then these are all. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna try. Could be that I break it, but hold on. This I'm gonna close. So what I was trying to say is, so then you select it, you press delete. Instead of force delete directly, you go to replace, and then in this case I already rename it, so I want to have it to this one. So I'm gonna replace, yes, save. This is just the reason I do this is, for example, in your project you have a character that holds all the animations of the project. It already holds all the sockets, and most of the time like weapon or some other things, interaction or whatever, on the character. But your new characters that you import as different sockets, for example. But then by doing it like this, we know that all the sockets are correct and that this character can play all the animations that are set to this one with little effort. Okay, that is how we're gonna do it for this one. Then this I'm gonna close. Then I'm gonna go those two. I think they also have the same, but I'm gonna hold on. Take maybe first old lady. FBX. This one. Investigate quickly. I'm gonna do the same with this one, and for the other one, I'm gonna do it different. Okay, so this, click, click, delete, reference to the main. I'm gonna use, replace this one. Okay, save. All right, that's that. And then, like I say, um, this one, this one is using the same. I'm gonna quickly do. Wait, I'm gonna do it. Dal. Okay. We need to do one big step now. Let it do. Yeah, once this is done, then we can, in my case, I'm gonna put them in a project, but hold on, because it's always taking some time. I want take this one quickly. In real library, I want to go use it in my hyper project later. Always clean out before you start. I'm gonna use it in the combat framework because then we have some already some logic in it and some I could use, but then the project is a little bit too big for just what I want to show you now. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna create quickly. I'm gonna create quickly the folder. Um, So I'm gonna just call it let it do, voila. Then we have time enough to swap when the project. Okay, so this is done. So don't forget, we need to fix up the redirectors. They're very important, because we removed the skeleton and everything. This is when you do really big changes in your project, and you need to, if you import them, if you take the characters, move them into the folder, picks up the redirectors. Okay, so the Soviet one we did. Now it's only those two, and this I call delete, and this I'm gonna keep. Yeah, then Dal, yeah, we're gonna delete it. But for now, I need to have the other soldier character, so I need to be careful. This one it is. Yeah, this one. Replace the references because it's from the same creator. That's what I mean. If you have sometimes models from the same creator, he will always use the same skeleton, and then it's no use to have 20 of the same skeletons in your project, and you better merge everything together to have it easier working. So in this case, we are now ready in preparing, let me say, the skeletons, but in some cases, when you don't do this like this, for example, so like I'm going to do with the soldiers, you then need to look what are the extra sockets my character got. Okay, so in this case, it's just a blank Unreal skeleton. It doesn't have any sockets. So, but in your case, you need to check what sockets you got, and then you need to copy the sockets over to the model. Hold on. This we removed, so we need to have this one. So let's see if this one got some sockets. Just to show you the process. Oops, okay, do we have some hand? What do we got in his hand? Do we got some extra things maybe? No, yeah, okay, this one. But for example, let's take hand. Make to be left hand. Add a socket, then press F2. Weapon left, for example, and then you put a gun in it, you place everything correctly, blah, blah. Then copy selected sockets, go to your, in reverse then, copy your socket, go, and make sure you have the same hand, and then just say like paste socket to selected bone. And normally the rotation and everything should be the same, but it always check before you continue. I'm not gonna save anything, so leave it like it is. We don't need to have the skeletons anymore for now. What you need, so the data table setup, the core folder. So like I always say before you start, take the two data table or create your own, it doesn't matter. But in our case, what we need to do is we need to move them outside the core folder. That is very important because if we do updates, you overwrite everything, then you will put back the data tables here. Oh yeah, I moved them, so in my case they will be referenced, so no problem, leave it. This I'm gonna close, good. Then gonna go up to my swap. So you can copy or you can move. It doesn't matter. If you move them, then the characters keep the references. If you copy them, then what you need to do, go open the characters, delete them, and then make two new ones or more, depending on your own thing. And then quickly, I'm gonna take the easy way. Put it like so, female. Put it over there, male. Put it over there, okay. But in our case, what we are now going to do, I'm gonna just, this can save and close this one. I'm gonna start with the female. Female, female over there. We only have one, so I'm just gonna remove everything. Okay, then I'm gonna add one already. This will be double click, take Jessica for starters. Jessica. So yeah, then here I'm gonna say just the same. Jessica. Okay, avatar. Doesn't matter. Just hold on. Avatars is over here. This is that. Maybe quickly do it like this. No, it's here. Oops, a window. Open this one. Voila, it's directly open to what I want. Take this one, for example. Voila. So yeah, this you can then do correctly by going into your project, put your character, hold on, put your character, put a camera in the face, for example, that you only have the face, make a screenshot out of it, open it in your preferred editor, and make a nice avatar to put then over here. Huh? Okay, so now I'm gonna start with Jessica, I told. Huh? So this I'm gonna keep for the characters, Jessica. And does Jessica come with an animation blueprint? I don't think so. So, because now in the case of Jessica, I deleted the skeleton and pointed to my main skeleton that is already holding all my animations, that already holding animation blueprint. So in this case, I'm gonna also what I'm also gonna do is quickly open this one. So what I'm, oh no, it's not this one. I need to have the character. Hold on, sorry. I need to have the other one. I don't need to be here. Blueprint. Well, I'll take the basic one. Basic one. Okay. So what I'm now gonna do, this is our character. I'm gonna make one data table based on a character that only has like one mesh, okay? And then in another example, I'm gonna duplicate the data tables for a mesh post setup, for example. Then you will be having to, but step by step, okay? So in this case, this is one of the example characters, the basic one, and I'm gonna swap this one, okay? Close this. We don't need to be a step ahead. So I want to have my character. Where did I say content tree? Character will be this one. And in my case, I already know it should be the animation, but then always make sure that this set is correctly, that the measure setting holds the correct animation blueprint. Otherwise, you will be having troubles. Now, what we need to do in the second step, this is the UI thing, but yeah, that this part you don't need to do. It was open, so I already put it directly. But this is when you're going to use this on the player character. This has no effect on the NPC setup. So the NPC setup is basically character mesh, animation blueprint for the basic component, materials for the advanced component, UI for the custom component. Okay, then what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna open Jessica. This Jessica, I need to have the mesh, and why I need to have the mesh is basically I need to see how the materials are set up. So in this case, Jessica, use like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 slots, 4 elements, 4 indexes. Doesn't matter how you want to call it, it got like 4 elements or indexes. And then the 0 will be the body, 1 the eyes, then 2 or the hair, and then 3 or the clothing. So in our case, you can do it, you can modify everything, if you have the correct materials, or you create your own variations, for example. Okay, so let's see what we got from the body. We have 1, 2, 3 versions. 1, 2, 3 versions. 1, 2, 3 versions. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 versions we can use. Default. Based on the 3 versions, you can have variations. You can start with body 1, cloth 2, body 2, cloth 1, and then make a complete set of how you would like to have some variation in your NPCs. Okay, so in our case, we are quickly going to go back. So 0 is the body. We always start, I always start with creating one set, and then I will globally it's a lot of copy pasting also because this is a map with index material, integer material, but this doesn't work well if I'm going to add a new one. You see you get a message like you cannot add a new key with the same. So what you need to do if you're going to start building um, multiple elements in this case, sometimes you only have one mesh and then it's just one material for the complete mesh, then it's just 0, then it's easy. But if you have more, then you always need to do it like this. When you start, you just fill in the first one -1. Okay, this in our case will then be the body 1. Body was our first one. Oh, but it's a material. I swapped this, it was first a material, so I need to go back quickly and I need to make them instances. Hold on, doesn't matter. Create instance. Create instance. Hold on, now I need to pay attention that I don't miss myself. Okay. Instant. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Close. Close 2, we didn't have it. But yeah, if I miss myself, I can always go back and quickly create the material. Okay, so blue eyes. We need to have material instances. In the first project, I used materials. That's why this was working out of the box. But the hair material. Okay, it's an extra step, but it's good. It's good. It's good that this is happening. Okay, so like we say, we need to have the first instance, then the eyes, then this is eyes. I'm gonna take blue eyes on to start. Blue eyes. The hair. Okay, hair, eyes, hair, dark. Okay, and we have one more. The cloth, and that's 3. Okay, so up. Add one more. This will be 3. I know now it's the last one. What I'm gonna already do before I forget it. Put this back on 0 because this set is done for us now. This one, what was it? Hold on, otherwise, Jessica. That was cloth, and we're gonna take cloth 1, Cloth 1, okay. So now I have my set, my first set. What I'm gonna do now is create the second one, and we had the 3. I'm gonna just do the 3. So in this case, this one I'm gonna close. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna copy this. Here I'm gonna say paste. Here I'm gonna say paste. Then expand this one and this one. This one we're gonna start with, and then that one. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, go back. So we take the first one. Now I need to have the second body. Body is the first one. Body, eyes. brown we started with. Take the green one for now. So this will have green eyes. This will have light hair. And it will be having cloud version 2. Yeah. Okay, that one is done. Now the last one. For this one, then body again, body 3. Body 3. We have the other eyes, blue, brown, green, green. We have green eyes for this one. We have red hair, red hair, red hair. And then for the last one, we have cloud version 3. Okay, cloud version 3. So in this setup, the first character, in our case Jessica, is set up, but with the basic. And so now what you can do is make the variations. Then you can start like, I'm gonna start with body 0, take the top, like go on like that. Okay, so save this one for now. Maybe quick, maybe quick, do it like, just remove those one here. I'm just gonna remove them. Hold on, and then we have some correct testings. Remove, 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 and remove. In my case, what I want to quickly do, I want to have the advanced one. I'm gonna just drag it in. Hold on, I'm dragging it in. How is he looking? Beep, 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 beep. He's looking wrong. I want to have him looking like this. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is go here. I'm gonna take my characters. I'm gonna put Jessica, refresh. Always press the refresh button when you do modifications. So, okay, so in this case, Jessica, let's quickly test the materials. Oh, yeah. No, did I forget something? No, hold on, is she doing it? Black hair, and then normally 3 will be, no, it's not correct. It's not correct. Something is not working. What did I forget? What I forgot? Jessica. Ah, yeah, hold on, I see something. I think I forgot something. Hold on. Male, male, female. Core. Hold on, quickly. Jessica. Save. It's good that something is going bad, but so this is that. Yeah. I got advanced. Yeah. Why is he? Let's try it directly on the character. Component is advanced. I want to have my female, so you are perfectly possible to modify this. So because I'm now working only on Jessica, let me see what goes wrong. We set it up. Dark. That's correct. That's correct. It's dark. Material instance 2 should be light. Okay, example character. Because it's counting, it's an array, we start from 0, so we do 1. Yes, that is working. We do 2 in our case. Yeah, and if I do like 10, it will then, yeah, in this case not, but in the editor it will refer back to 2, for example. So, okay, delete, remove, compile. This I do specially because, like I show in the first video, when you leave the data table and the row name on a character, every time you swap, it keeps on referring back to the first mesh you set in this instance. So okay, let's quickly see what is happening here, because maybe it was just a set. 1, enter. Oh yeah, it's working. Yeah. Then 2, enter. Yeah, okay. So Jessica is okay. So there was maybe some triggering issue in the data table set. And then also when you swap, it's really like put the number, press enter, refresh. That are the steps. But okay. So now female, for now I'm gonna leave it, because yeah, I can make 20, but the flow will be the same. And then also for the video, make it a little bit smaller. And then now we're gonna take a male. Same thing on this one. Remove everything. We're gonna add one. In our instance, this is just for the images. Content. I want to have this Middle East character. But this we know we don't have an animation blueprint. So keep that in mind. Presets. Take this one for example. Then I'm gonna call this just Mid East. Okay. Then Mid East. I'm just gonna. This is UI stuff, so it doesn't matter. Mid East. Then I'm gonna just put what we gonna put. Put this one. Put this one as the. Then we are going to go back here. We have it like so. And now we need to do the same. Jessica can go. Now we need to have this one. But always double check, of course. Okay, so this one again. What can we change? Let me first investigate what is the possibility in this character to change. What do we got? Okay, we have a blue jeans and a beige jeans. Oh, this one. Gloves. What do we have? We have only one glove. Arms will be also one, I assume. Yeah, arms is also one. Then we have the belt. Also one. Then bags. We have 3 bags. Okay, that is 3. These are, and like you see, it's materials, and we need to do the same thing. Okay. This will be. Eyes will also be. There's also one. Yeah, you need to see what you want to change. Red. This I think got multiples. Yeah, that also got multiples. Okay. Glasses. Yeah, if you want to change colors, then you need to make some. This I think also got only one. Yeah, yeah, okay. So go. What do we want to change? I want to change the jeans. Okay, so one. And then blueprint. What I'm quickly going to do, just to have an NM blueprint. Just to have an NM blueprint, I'm just gonna say like make an animation blueprint. Mid East ABP. Quickly open this. Just put asset browser. Okay, just that's an animation. But yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, so blue jeans that will be then index 0. But because we know index 0, we need to wait until everything is done. Then we know in our instance, just do it like this. Okay, make instance, make an instance out of it. I'm gonna start with bash. Bash. Secondary gloves we didn't have. Belt, I think it's only one. These are three. Instance, instance, instance. This one, and this is. Hold on, yeah, you really need to pay attention that you batch, batch is 4. Is 4. Okay. Bags multi. Oh, did I took the multicam? Oh yeah, I need to have this one. This is a starter one. Then bags. This 4, yeah, 4 we did it. Then this one also. Okay. Up. That is 5. 5. Yeah. Wait, was there more? No. Shirt. 12. Yeah, 12 and 13, I think we got. Yeah, 12 and 13 we got. This will be then. Oh, oh shit, I forgot. Tactical belt instance. Tactical belt. I forgot the number. Hold on. I think it's 5. Yeah, this needs to be 5. Then 12. 11. 12. Will be that one. And then 13, I think also. 13. Yeah, 13 also. Okay. So material instance. Material instance. Material instance. Material instance. Take the first one. Add 1. 13. Okay. We have something more. No, the other ones are glasses. All right. Good. So yeah, this can close now, Otherwise we're gonna make some mistakes. Then same thing. Zero it out back. So this set is complete now. We have well, do the same, just 3. 1, 2, then this. Copy, paste, and paste. He didn't do it. Okay, now he does it. Oh, here. Okay. Okay, so now we did that. Okay, okay. This one, we got the blue jeans. Blue jeans. Just okay, like so. That is that one. Then same thing again. Well, I'll take a blue one. Blue multi. Third one. Leave this one. And then this take, doesn't matter. This one we do, take the white one. Okay, so what we now got is normally a male and a female that holds the materials. Okay, that is good. Leave this one for what it is for now, and now I'm gonna quickly test. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Core characters. I remove the male plus male, male. Voila. Save. Close. Put the male guy. Voila. So let's see what we got. Okay. So this then has like 1. Okay. 2. Okay. Yeah. Good. What I can do now, because I already know, I'm going to go up the male. So I'm gonna duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. I'm gonna go back here, meshes, presets, uh, male 1, 2. I'm gonna directly put it okay. This is the UI, yeah? This is when you're going to use it on. Oh, did we not select? Ah, yeah, we didn't select. You see? Forgot something. Okay. Hold on, we need to quickly set the correct animation blueprint. Where did I put it? Example. Ah, here, this one. Okay. Quickly do the same thing. Copy it over to the other ones. Okay. Paste. Voila. Okay, so this one we already did. We change it to soldier 2. This will then be soldier 3. And then the last one will be soul. No, soul. Yeah, this can close. Take the last one. Okay, save it. So now I have like 4 males. this instance, I can then say like is2. Okay. I want to have the default. Yeah. Then what I can do. Oh, yeah, that's when you're too working too quick. Middle East one. Refresh. That is the 0 can stay. That will be the first. Make 2, for example. Okay. Yeah, sometimes if you don't set it here correctly directly when you press enter, then it's not updating correctly. But yeah, okay. That is just getting used to the flow, huh? But once you know the flow, it's pretty easy. And once you set up the data tables, it's really like pretty easy to modify it, just like what I'm doing now. Select the character you want in your session, and then yeah, the logic is already in it. Okay, so that's for so to maybe round up this video, because we did the steps we need to do, I'm gonna quickly do a quick recap. Okay, so close, leave those open. So like I say, download, then you unzip, you open the project that your launcher recognizes your project, import models. Okay, then what you need to do is prepare the skeleton. The skeleton that you can set it like yeah, that you can delete all the unnecessary, or maybe if you're not able to delete, yeah, then you need to create your animation blueprint per character, not per mesh, but per skeleton, basically. You need to set it up. Then, once you do that, also keep in mind that you check the sockets, and then when needed. Sometimes it's working out of the box, but sometimes it's not. And then you really need to copy the bones, the sockets over to the meshes, the skeletons of the meshes you're using. Okay, so in our case now we already did that step. Then in the core folder normally you have female, male. You take them, you either copy them higher up. Okay, then you need to go back in the core folder. You need to open the characters. You delete this one. You add your own, the one you moved or the one you create. That could be like female, male, zombies or animals or whatever. As long as the flow stays the same, we need to have like the mesh and an animation blueprint. That is the main part you need. The materials is all optional. Okay, then once you then start filling, the data tables. Let's quickly go back up. Take just this one for example, because we have more. So then again, close everything. Then this one, default, default blueprint list. So basic is only character mesh animation blueprint. Advanced is character mesh animation blueprint custom materials. And the custom is then always the same, but you can use it also at a custom. It's not that you cannot use the custom. the custom only got like an extra logic to it that you can use it for the correction selection. Let me say, hold on, can I quickly be the hold on, demo map UI. Yeah, save everything. Then quickly, what I'm gonna do, in case I forgot somewhere, references. You see, okay. Then quickly do a just do because now you see one of these has some error. So let's see what is happening here. But I already think I know why. I think I know why. Hold on. I think because now I'm using only the one mesh setup. So these are normally set to the other logic. Hold on, quickly check this one. Demo. This is the issue. It's not the issue, but I need to see quickly. Yeah. You see, he's complaining about the post. Let's investigate. No. I did not. I did not. Yeah. Never mind. This is not important. We will check that later. Because this is for, like I say, the UI thing. But let's put the map quickly back. The back demo folder, third person. Okay, but to be sure, I want to test this one. Custom, just put one in it. Quickly turn it. Okay, custom. Characters. Still working now. Up. Yeah, okay, that's still working. Quickly do a play. Oh yeah, that's because it's on my character. That's because I'm got it on the player character. Doesn't matter. I will see because I'm not gonna use this game mode and everything in the project. Okay, leave it like this because we are working on the one mesh skeleton, let me say, and then in the other example, because now I prepared my project to be migrated in. What I could do is also move these directly in. I could, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just migrate the complete folder. Okay, so first now save everything, minimize this one quickly. Let's see what our project. Okay, that is done. Then what I'm now gonna already do, but then we're gonna continue in the next video, and then I quickly gonna check what is wrong, and then I will give the solution also. I want to migrate everything. So in the first time you do it, it's just this process. In the second time, when you're going to update, always remember, take the two data tables and move it outside the core folder. Otherwise, he will override everything and you lose all your work done. So that is not what we want. So in this case, okay, I need to know my project, so I know I got this in this directory. You saw this is a fresh copy, so this is never opened. So I'm gonna select the folder I want, select it, and let it migrate. And then in the next video, we pick up where the migration, and we're gonna quickly look why the animation blueprint is giving the errors. But yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.